Okay, a little impromptu live experiment. I figure chances are things will not go explosively bad if I stream it. So let's improve my chances of a good outcome. Gators just spent $20 on a untested, impractical device at the flea market today. And of course, I have to plug it in and see what it does. So let me change my camera angle. And we're basically going to get to test two things that have been sitting behind me in my normal streaming spot for years now that I never thought I would actually test or use. I thought they were strictly ornamental. So let's get our back facing camera. And there it is. Every time I turn on this TV, I hold my breath a little and wonder if this is going to be the time something goes boom. It makes a nice loud boom every time I turn it on, but knock on wood, this thing is still running solid. And right now, I have it set to channel 3. And Gators, why would you turn your channel to the TV to channel 3 when nothing's been broadcasted in any range that this TV could receive in for, over a year now? Years, I guess. When, gee, time flies. Well, because this thing outputs on channel 3. I have never seen a real one of these in person. I've only ever seen pictures or video of these. I've seen Laserdisc players in person. They don't show up all that frequently at the flea markets. I maybe only once or twice I might have actually seen one. We had one briefly, but it was broken, and I just tossed it because I just could not even. But this is not a Laserdisc player. This is RCA SelectaVision, is what this is. And those who've been watching my streams might notice that on the shelf of the museum shelf behind me in my room, behind my chair, I have these two things: a Star Wars and a Michael Jackson's Thriller. And they're just cool things I found at the flea market, and I knew what they were, and I knew there was no practical reason to ever watch these materials in this format, but they have the artwork and they look cool, and they're an archaic, failed format. So that makes them kind of an oddity that looks cool to display. But when I saw one of these and the guy was talking about it, and it was stored well in a storage unit, and he took it out and he tested it with the only disc that he had, which was Rambo, which he decided to keep to also display for the artwork. I got to talking. I asked him how much. He said 20, which I was willing to pay 20. I came back. I offered him 15. He said no. He's holding solid at 20. But he says he tested it. He says it still worked with the Rambo movie he has that he kept. But now we're going to find out if this actually does work. So I've connected a coaxial cable to the TV that's on channel 3 now. I've plugged it in. It didn't go boom from plugging in. And so we have a little lever here that's in the off position. It's got 3 positions: off, play, and load. There we go. Well, we got a black screen up on here and a no signal that I don't think is the TV's no signal. I think that might be this player. And we got a blinking L. So let's take our Star Wars disc and let's see what happens. Never done this before. I think this is how this is done. I thought it was actually supposed to come out of the sleeve or eject the sleeve. Yes. Okay. So now you see this one has this tab up here where it says side 1. And this one, it has kept that part. So the disc is loaded in there now. So now we turn the lever up to play, and we find out if this really does work. My guess is you'd be more likely to find one of these not working than working. These literally have a stylus that reads the disc, similar to the concept of a record, although it's not actually reading audio vibrations. It's reading capacitance off of it, but it's still a physical touching thing. And so that stylus could be problematic with age. Well, it's making noises. Whoa. Okay. And to be fair, I can't blame the jumping on the player. It could very well be the disc. So this is full frame formatted. This is not a widescreen edition. But yeah, this is absolutely working. We definitely got some static, so it's not ideal. The picture, other than the static, looks decent for a CRT TV. This format launched after Laserdisc and was inferior to Laserdisc, but it's not like TVs had that great of a resolution to them, considering what's normal today. And the NHB archive is saying hello. So there we go. $20 well spent. No practical reason to use this, but it's just cool to have a working one. Because, like I said, in all my years of flea market shopping, this is the first time I've ever seen one of these. And it was $20 and it works. Now that is cool. Picture's kind of stabilizing a bit. Well, not really. I'm getting some flashing. I'm not getting the jumping, but I'm getting the flashing. There might be ways to improve that if I cared. But this is good enough for the take it out, make it work, and go cool.
Destroys the show. This is madness. We're too late. They're being sick of the princess this time.
Anyways, yeah, it's jumped periodically. Nothing like watching a movie that jumps like a bad record. I think these discs had a lubricant layer on them or something like that that's probably worn out. There might be, I'll have to research more online. There might be care things I could do to get better performance. But for plugging it in and go, this ain't bad. All right, I think we're going to have to try the other one now. So I'm going to flip the lever down. Okay. And I think if I slide this into the slot, it'll release the disc back into the card. There's a click. We'll take it out. And there it is. It's back in. Well, I think the next thing we need to do is see if the second one that sits on the shelf behind me works either as well or better. Or, I mean, heck, what would be really funny would be to find out like that there's like a different movie was slid in here and it's just been sitting there with the wrong thing all these years. Get some of the dust off of that. That's probably not good for things. All right, so we slide it in. We get a click, we take it out. And there we go. It is loaded. All right, let's check out Michael Jackson's Thriller now. Oh, something's happening. Jane Fonda's workout? Someone swapped the Michael Jackson Thriller with Jane Fonda's workout.
Hold up out of your torso. Head to the right, back, left. Really stretch it out. Front, right, back, left, front. Now to the left. And
Okay. I don't know how much of this we need to watch. I might have to watch more of this sometime. Oh my God. This thing's been holding a joke all these years sitting behind me on the shelf. All right, that's enough of that. All right, we're gonna put that back where it belongs. How about that? Jane Fonda's workout. Does it get any more 80s than a Michael Jackson Thriller case holding a Jane Fonda workout video? Yeah, anyways, we'll probably be reviewing this later today on the Dune and Johnny show, assuming I get a thumbs up response to my word message I need to send out there. If not, we'll certainly be talking about this tomorrow on my show. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and we will catch you later.